Hello and welcome to the Phil and Matt Show, joined by our special guest, Karine.
Hello.
Nova. You enjoying your time here in the UK?
Yes. Yeah, really.
It's very nice. Do you know, we organised the weather for yesterday and it was gorgeous sunshine.
Yeah.
Today, not so.
No.
It's raining.
No. Yeah.
So I could only organise it for one day, I'm afraid.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So, yes, good job. And you all good, Matt? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, all good.
Very nice. All good.
Cannot complain.
Chris brought over some lovely little bits which we'll have a look at the moment and go right the way through. But first of all, straight off the bat, because obviously captive audience here, there has been some more small changes made over on the PM store, which I think we'll do first before they all tune out. The big thing now is that we've got a new payment system on the PM store. So if we just take you just over here briefly to start with and jump in. So if you pop into our Forever Fantastic, where's my mouse? Hold on, I've lost my mouse. There it is. Special offers down in here. And if you did want to pick up, for instance, the new Gladiator with the pilot figures and all the rest of it, add it into cart. And then it used to be that we used to have a system and it was PayPal only. You'll notice some distance. We've got the interest-free credit system in place as well with ClearPay. And now you can just come down in here. We just pop in a generic email address down in here and something about me. And then we go continue. And now we have, as you can see down in here, no more PayPal, everybody. We just have a system. So you can pay by credit card, which is also debit card. So I know it says credit card, but we can't change the wording. But it is actually debit cards, no problem at all with that. You can pay via PayPal if you wanted to. Also, you've got the ClearPay option as well if you want to spread your payments out. But if you're just using a credit or debit card, pop your name in just like that and away you go. And obviously all your details and bits and pieces are stored by them and not by us, exactly the same way it is with PayPal. But it's a new, friendlier, easier format we thought for everybody, because obviously because it normally says PayPal, it's very difficult for us to obviously show you that it isn't. It's just PayPal was a portal. So this way is a little bit clearer. So anyway, something that Matt and Andy set up a couple of days ago.
Yes, we've been having trouble, haven't we?
Good.
With the PayPal, as in when you have to click on the PayPal button, you would have got the option for the debit, credit cards, whatever. But that had disappeared.
Yes.
So obviously that's no good for us or any potential customers. So we had to adjust it. So we've now obviously gone on to this system and here we go. So we're all good. So if you are not a PayPal fan, credit or debit card is the way forward.
Yes, absolutely. Or if you want to spread your payments through ClearPay.
Who'd have thought? ClearPay.
In years to come, somebody will be doing a thing about interest credit rates and all things like that, won't they, on a Martin Lewis and be claiming them all back. So, but anyway, we did have some teething problems over on the PM store. A lot of people were messaging saying that obviously they couldn't make payments because they wouldn't take credit or debit cards. That's fixed now and it is all up and running and away we go. So yes, good job with that one. Right, straight off the back. We've got, where are we? There we go. There we go. Obviously spoken about this week. One of the new ones was this one. So carrying on with the 35th scale line of kits that Border have released, or releasing, we've got the Zero coming along, which is really nice. And we've got two versions. So you've got the one with the actual carrier deck and with the tower section, or the island, down in there as well. Or you can have it as a standalone just on its own. So it's 35th scale, which goes along. What was the other one they did? With the carrier, was that a Kate?
The Kate, weren't it? Yeah, the Kate.
Yes.
So they definitely carried on with this line of 35th stuff, aren't we? We were mentioning it last week, weren't we? We was talking about it. They're coming thick and fast now as well. You know, obviously the B-17 was announced. We've had the 111 announced. The Spitfire's been announced. The Kate, I think, is pretty much due out at some point if it's not out already.
Yeah.
And now the Zero. So. Say nothing like US fighter yet. Still surprising not doing P-51.
No, we're still waiting for that. Yeah, we're waiting for a P-51 or a P-47 or a P-40 would be nice.
P-40. They've got to tackle it at some point. But again, if I don't know, it's a nice little addition, isn't it? There's a bit of a similarity though to the tower, not the kit, not the actual plane, the tower. And if you actually look at TACOM, they're releasing one.
Oh,
but
don't start that again. Oh my God.
I'm not. I'm only pointing out, saying what I see. That's all, So, if you actually go and look at TACOM, I think they're doing something similar but smaller.
Something similar, yes. We don't want to start that rumour again.
Not starting any controversy whatsoever, because we don't do
not.
that on this show, do we?
No, definitely not. So, but yes, but no, really nice to see these ones. And again, like, you know, reiteration what we were saying last week, the new line out of the 35th stuff is really gathering momentum now and going through. But say, would be nice to see perhaps something a bit more US-fied coming through, and obviously UK stuff as well. But yeah, it's really nice to see that Border are pushing along with that one. Some really interesting subjects. The other big news is from Mini Art. I've brought out some pallets.
Who knew you didn't need some 48 scale pallets? Phil,
again,
get him bought, get him reviewed.
Quick, I'm gonna have to get one in. But look, I want to know if you actually get the decals for like the EUR pallet stamps on there and all the rest of it, because they're the really, really good ones. They're the expensive pallets. They are
made out of proper wood.
Proper wood, yeah, proper timber. And
just said, probably no Mini Art. You probably do. They do tend to put decals in with their kit, so yeah, you might do.
Yes, that's it. Or you get a branding iron, one or the other. But yeah, again, something really, really left field from them. But most people I know sort of make them out of, you know, a bit of wood and they go through and everything else. But now, no more. You can just make them, you know, put pallets together and away you go. So get going with your wood effects on that one and you'll be sorted.
Absolutely.
I think that's why most people use real wood. You can just sort of stain it and away you go.
Yeah, but trouble is, if you use balsa wood, it's furry, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit.
You're better off making them out of plastic card and then sort of doing your own grain with a razor saw or whatever. So the again, it's if obviously scenic bits are your thing, or you're making a base or whatever. I think brilliant. Why not? Why not do it?
Job. Something a little bit different.
Yeah,
put your pigeons on anyway, isn't it? So
or your sheep
and your sheep. Yeah, that's it. Some goats you need on there. So yes, you can do all of those with those ones. So that is new out or just coming out as we speak at the moment. The other one, which is something we didn't think we were going to see, is a basic kit of a P47. So this one is the P47D30RE, which I think we worked out something to do with the props, isn't it? All the different 27s and 30s and stuff like that. It's something to do with all the different versions of the props and the engine bits. So, but this is the basic kit. So with this one, it's just the straightforward, like the first version of we saw. You don't get the guns, the gun bays and the bits and pieces, but what you do get is a fantastically detailed P47. Really, really nice kit. I'm gonna have to build one just to know what it goes like, and I've got one sat here. But we reviewed obviously both versions of it now. And very, very nice to see that kit. But again, I always thought they were going to drop it and they were just going to go along with the full spec one. But no, it's back.
I think there's been obviously a change of plan with that. You know, that line they were going down with, it's just the advanced kits and not the basics. I think some of it's obviously they must have either read some feedback on the internet or what. I don't know where it's come from, but you know, they're not dropping it, which is. I think it's good. You've got both versions, haven't you? And this particular version we've got special offer.
It is. It's down on special offer. So if we just get rid of that, let me empty that out of the cart a moment. We can show you. There we go. Continue shopping. All right. So down in the special offers area, there it actually is. So instead of being up at 45 quid, we've got it down there at basically £36. So again, nice
bit of a saving
on that one. Bit of a saving on that one. And again. So as we were in here, as said before, we've got the Gladiator, which is the new one in. So this is the Gladiator with the Pallets, looking in the catalogue poses, as we were putting it. So very nice to see those ones down there as well. Need two more, really, and you've got the YMCA going. But yeah, it's very nice to see that one. I can highly recommend the Gladiator. I built it. It's a beautiful kit. It just goes together really, really well. It's not overcomplicated. And, Gladiator's a nice aircraft.
Do you know what? They've changed that box art because originally that had a swordfish behind him, and everybody thought, "Oh, they're going to release a second swordfish." And I wonder if he's like, okay, perhaps not. Better
not do that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Actually, I forgot it was. Yeah, it had the swordfish.
Because we mentioned it, I think, on one of our previous shows back end of last year, and said, you know, because we're quite astute with looking at box arts to see. You know,
no, what we do, we read completely between the lines.
And
if they put anything in the background, we're like, that's the next release.
Yes, and then get it completely wrong. It never happens, does it? Or very rare.
ICM have got me on this because when they put the Huey crew, wasn't it? And it had the ground crew and they were on a Huey, and I thought, going to be a Huey for that. And then they turned around and put them on a Cobra. So, yes.
you think they're doing this on purpose? Just
I was going to say, they're now the latest joke with all the manufacturers. I know what we do, because they're bound to think we are, and we're not. So, but anyway, you've got the Gladiator in the background there, because obviously it does come with this particular kit, which is really nice indeed. So if you want to do a little bit of a diorama, then as you might be seeing over the last couple of weeks, we've been working on two ourselves. So we've been working on, obviously Matt's doing his car with the diorama. He's done the figures for me that I've been doing my little Tiger Moth. So, but yeah, been coming
Is
on.
it me, or is that a very
nicely.
shiny deck?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be wet. So be careful, it won't be slippery.
Because it looks like an ice skating rink.
Yeah,
just slide straight off the end into the sea.
I think he's just been through a bit of a shower there. So, yes. Someone's going with an arty effect for the reflections look. That's what that is.
It's a nice bit of artwork, but yeah, very shiny.
Very shiny indeed. So, yes. So, lots going on there. Speaking of which, obviously, I've got, the Gladiator, which has been really coming along very, very nicely. So I've been pushing along with that. I'll just grab the camera a second. So Gladiator is all together. Literally now we're ready for decals. And then we're going to go through with a little bit of weathering process. Obviously this is the big one at the moment, because obviously Matt has done the figures for it, which are looking absolutely fantastic. And so I've just basically got to do the wheels. Next thing for this one is I'm going to get onto the gear, and then obviously we get the decals onto it. And we'll be all set, ready to go. With the prop, I am going to do it as a wooden prop, I think, because looking at them, it showed it in theatre then. Now they tend to just be black and different colours, but I will do that. So next up, we'll be doing a wood grain effect with the prop as well. So I'll be using some probably Tamiya deck, which is XF55 with some oils over the top of it with the old scrape effect. So I'll be working on that one. But yeah, come along really, really nicely. And it's a really nice. So this is the ICM 132nd Tiger Moth. So there's that one, been working on that. And the other big thing at the moment is this little beast, which has really come together very, very nicely, which is the V25. So again, this is the HK one. All the paintwork's onto this one now. Members, you would have got the next part of it, which showed the base of the green going on, the little bit of weathering it's going to go through. So with this one, again, I wasn't totally happy with the colour. I think it's down olive drab. Well, Matt knows is an absolute nightmare. So it's really personal choice what looks right to you. So what I ended up doing was taking the base colour, which was Hataka, I think it's C004, and then we literally went through the process of lightening it up. And for that, to be honest, I used a little bit of LP6 lacquer, Tamiya, into the paint, and then we just added a little bit more to do the lightening work into it as well. So just to give it a little bit more of a weathered look to go through. So again, with this one, next up for this is obviously we're going to get the decals onto it, and then we'll seal those down, and then we're going to pile into a lot of weathering on this one. So it'll get a wash to start with, a little bit of dark dirt right the way over it, and then we'll be coming back in with oils and various bits, and then we'll start getting it together, getting it onto its gear, get the windows into it, and then obviously we can go through that. But this is an absolute beautiful kit. Really, really nice. I know Matt did a stunning job on his venerable old monogram V25 recently, but this one is actually really, really nice kit. Goes together very, very well. So yes, been working very nicely with that one. So that one's coming together very nice indeed.
Cool.
So Matt, what have you been doing?
I've been doing all sorts of stuff. So let me bring up the MG. So there's the MG. So we're in paint. Hold on, that's a bit close in, doesn't it? Let's just pull it out a bit. There we go. So the MG is all painted. I've just been doing the shiny bits. The grill is done, which is painted in AK. If I can just slot it into place so you can see it. I've got to black the middle out, but the AK extreme polished aluminium, that is, over a black base coat.
Very nice.
So we are getting to the last bits of that. All the other little bits, I've just got the wheels to do. Tidy up and paint, because they're literally in filler, as I will show you. There you go. Well, covered in filler at the minute, so I've got to rub all them down and paint the wheels, and then we are going to the final bits of detailing and get that done. Figures again are pretty much finished, so my side of it's done. Also, I've been playing with vignettes as from last week, so here's my little vignettes.
Come on nicely.
Nice.
So we're getting there with that. This is something as a personal project, actually, not something I've been doing on camera, which I kind of regret now because it's coming out better than you expected. So expect a few more vignettes with figures, to be honest. So I've got a lot more work to do. This is just the base, as in the groundwork's going to be painted. I'm not leaving it as is the grass because it's a bit, I don't know. I was going to say grass-like, but that's a bit of a daft.
It's a bit
thing to say,
bright,
but you know
isn't
what I
it?
mean.
Yeah.
It needs dulling down and bringing into sort of scale, if that makes sense. That's the trouble when you use sort of ready-made static grasses. They're a bit, I don't know, the colours are never quite right. So that's coming along. And also, I've been doing a bit of shopping.
Wow.
I'll just show you the thing. Right, so the 222, which you know is that what I've been working on, is finished. Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
So I just need to do my voiceover to get the video done. I've been doing the figures, so here's one of them. Let me just pull myself back in. Sorry, we're running out. Right, 1 minute. So this could be on the figures. So this is a 3D printed file. It should be 1/16, but we shrunk it. So there's two. So this one I've painted off camera, but I'm actually doing the other one on camera. So there's going to be a full tutorial on painting Africa core sort of figures, 3D printed, which I think might be a nice little tutorial.
Nice. Yeah.
But
yeah, definitely.
I've been shopping at a company called, who we see around the show, Great North Roads.
Yes.
And I've got myself a base look with a column.
Oh, very nice.
So the
What's
222
that,
now
ancient
is going
Greece?
on this. With
Right.
the figures.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to
Very
go on
nice.
there. He's going to stand there with his mate, obviously looking into the distance like they always do on these sort of things. And
Which was the company?
Yeah, what's the company, Matt?
Great
The basis
North
from?
Road. So let me just get the box because they're really good. We'll have to give them a shout because they do the shows around the UK, but these got this one.
Right.
So that's the vignette for it. Go and check them out if you've not.
Oh, it's Simon.
Really nice
Yeah.
Simon,
Oh, Simon.
yeah,
Yeah,
Simon.
Simon Frug. Yeah, he has great stuff. Really
Yes,
nice
he
guy,
does.
and he has
It's-
great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's from Simon. Yeah.
like I say, if you've never done them, go and check them out. They're all like plaster cast stuff, but it's really good quality gear.
Yeah.
And also, I bought this one as well while I was at it. So this is another one, another little vignette where I can put some figures in the house and stuff. So the steps.
He has
and
a
all that.
lot.
So yeah.
Yeah.
He really has a lot. Yeah, he has great stuff.
So
Is he
definitely,
local
go
to me?
check
Because 01803 is
He is,
Torquay. Post his
could be, I
phone
don't
number.
know.
So he must be local to me because, it's literally next door to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there you go. If you order again, mate, you could go pick it up for me instead of me getting
I was going
postage.
to say, we get him on.
You should contact him if he's got.
Yes.
If anybody gets Simon, get him on. But he does to show circuits, don't he, Kareem? Because I've seen, I bought from him before in the past. So
He's great.
I've
He's
got some other
really
bits and
nice
bobs
guy,
he
and he has really good stuff.
Yes. So that's
Very
where
nice.
I'm at, really. Just get
Very
rid of that. So yeah, busy.
Very busy.
Proper got mojo
Kareen,
at the minute.
yes, that's it. Kareen is over because of something that's happening as a sort of surprise. She says, not showing the logo. That's going to be happening later on in the week and is over for that. So something we've been hinting about a lot over the last few months. But obviously, as a lot of you know, Kareen is the European distributor for Display. Well, you call it DSP.
DSP.
Is that because you don't know how to pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, she's brought some more goodies over with her as she's popped along, so I thought we could just have a quick look. And I want to start with this one because I know Matt wants to see it probably more than anyone, and it's the biggest and heaviest here. So what we have is a giant vice, basically, but it's a spherical, omnidirectional, spherical one. All right. So if I just take it off, because it is still sealed, we can come through it. One thing I will tell you, this weighs 2 kilos. Because I went out and weighed it because I thought, how heavy is that? And it is absolutely solid. So what we've got down in here is unboxing moment, as is always nice with these because it's these solid wooden boxes. Very nice.
The Apple boxes.
All the Apple boxes, is that what they call them? Yeah. So we've got pins and we've got an Allen key or a wrench, depending where you are in the world. We've got probably the instructions, but we don't need that. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. Do you know what? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, no. How do you get it out? Jeez. My Lord. You know, playing bull. Jesus. Wow. Okay.
So that's the base. Put that put that.
Yeah, I'm getting it now. That's right. I've got the rubber mat, and then we're going to go like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. That's
wow.
smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's twists. You can tell this is a first for me. And obviously we get a little wrench.
We had customers in the beginning with the circular cutter, and they were just like this, and they were like, "Oh, that's so nice. Look
at that." And then obviously we got the mounting pins, I assume, that drop in for holding your figures or whatever you're working with. At any point, you can just come in, pop it down, and away you go.
Matt, that's your dream.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
A little bit of wee just went down his leg then, I'll tell you.
What did you say, Matt?
Yes.
This is beautiful.
I said that's just what I need for painting figures for filming, because it's stable.
It doesn't move.
Little clamps.
Yeah. With the rubber feet on there, that isn't going to go anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But what's great as well is you can manoeuvre it. You see the base doesn't move. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the problem I have with the other sort of mini vices that I use, is they tend to move around when you move them on the pivot. With that one, obviously, because it's the ball one, they just obviously it just pivots on itself, really. So it's a lot easier, which means it's stable for filming, which means it's not going to upset my, person who's editing, basically.
The editor won't be moaning that you keep moving
my
it
editor,
around.
producer, whatever you want to call him, is going to be a happy camper because I'm not going off shot when the vice moves and I've not noticed. Do you know what I mean?
Failing that, you can it's like a thermal detonator.
It is, isn't it? It's a proper bit of kit, isn't it?
There you go. I'm reading the instructions. So you can lock it into position, I think. So the twist locks in.
Yeah.
And you can lock it, or you can release it, so you can actually manoeuvre it round, and then obviously you've got it in there. But that is a hefty bit of kit. I know a lot of the time in the modelling world, isn't it? It's always seen as jewellery making stuff is the creme de la creme out of absolutely everything. But again, this is one of those ones which is like the quality and the engineering is beautiful. Yeah. It really is absolutely beautiful.
That's why I like to
sell
the stuff. It's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
Really solid.
I think they're originally designed for engraving.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, it feels.
Devices,
it feels industrial, very professional. You know. So
get it in the post today, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Full review from Matt coming soon.
Yeah.
You see it in anger. Right. So
absolutely.
Yes. So anyway, this is called the AT-SV. So, but yes, so if you want to grab one of those, definitely. But yes, so to be honest with you, we have a small problem with the website at the moment. All right, they are on there, but there's just a little bit of a hiccup at the moment. But if you do want to go over to bravecomodelling.nl, I will put links down below on this one. You can go off and you can get it. If you want to get there a little bit quick and easier, if you go to Flory Models EU, that will get you in there as well. All right. So if you go to florymodels.eu, that will get you there. All right. So if you do want to get any of the things we're going to talk about today, plus about everything else, including the nippers, you can just pop along to and see them down in there. But yeah, this one's called the AT-SV. So yes. Well, I don't know why, but I got this thing. It's a bit like, what was it called? The Crystal Maze? It feels like that. I don't know if you remember that, but I don't know. It's just because it's like, I don't know. Anyway, right. Clearly I need more sleep. So, what's the pipe for? Oh yeah, the pipe's for putting around the pins, I take it, and putting it on. I've got it. It's all right. I know. I'm fine. I've just worked it all out. Okay, so next up is a tool that is very much close to me and Matt's heart, purely because we can't seem to get them. All right, so down in here, what we have, do you know what I'm actually lacking is my glasses, because I can't see, so I can't read. There we go, that's better. So this is the AT-TSA. Keep your numbers, everyone, write all these down. But what you've got is this, which I must admit, when I first saw it, I was a little bit underwhelmed until you do this. So this is technically a shank, as we call them, but this is a scraper. So a seam scraper or a carver or anything else, but as you can see, we've often spoke about, we're having real trouble getting other ones at the moment. So we might try and get these, aren't we, Corinne?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one's double-ended. So what you've got is a chisel blade at one end, and obviously you've got the lethal pointy end as well. And to be honest, the edging is razor sharp as well. So if you just wanted to use it on the side of it, you could do as well, because it is properly machined And if you haven't seen any of the display stuff, the way I always describe it is that the engineering and the machining in these is top notch. It's not the cheap stuff. It's not, you know, anything else. This is the top end of the top end. You do pay a premium for it because of what it is, but it's really nice. Now, apparently coming along with this one is a handle, isn't it?
Yep.
It'll be an interchangeable handle, which you can put it in each end, but at the moment, that's not currently available. It will be coming very, very soon.
This is just released.
This has literally just been released.
Yep.
So, yes. So we've got that one there. So your name for that one is ATSTA. We've got that one. The other one we've got for, again, holding tiny little parts, is we've got a tiny little stainless steel mini vise, so ATMV. And if you want to be the MV of your friends, see, look, I'm good at this.
Matt's not, you start laughing. MV is just for mini vice.
Oh,
Do you know what?
Just,
Do you know what? They should just put one, just like DISCO.
Yeah, that's it. Just to get the names all in. But again, it's a precision, high quality machined little vise, and you've got a little toothed area in there. So again, for holding tiny little bits, it's going to be absolutely secure. It's spring loaded, so it open closes just at the turn. You can see it's a really highly engineered bit of kit. This, you can see, it's just very nice indeed. So if you need a little mini vise or everything else like that, we've got one of those. Got your back covered from that. All right.
Matt also wants that one.
Does he want that one as well?
Yeah.
Matt wants everything that you bring
everything.
down. Right, something me and Matt speak about a lot is our tweezers. We've been using these tweezers now since, to be honest, Green gave them to us at Eindhoven 2019, was it?
Yes, SMC.
Yeah, SMC 2019.
Yeah.
So me and Matt kindly give both of these, but these are absolutely mega. And as you can see, I use them every single day. So you've got the lethal pointy ones, and you've got the little flat ones, but I didn't realise they do an entire series of them, literally. So what they do is they do a series of 8. So obviously the lethal pointy one is number 1, which is this one. All right, that's the number 1. Number 2 is the slightly flat, your sort of normal tweezers, if you like. But also they do a number 3. Oh no, we're sequencing. They do a number 4. All right, and they go right the way to 8. And again, you've got various ones down in here. So you've got the more traditional flat ones. So you've got just your very long, thin, flat ones, just like that, which are very nice. And again, the engineering, you know, having a nice set of tweezers is fantastic for picking this lot up. And then again, down in here, I won't get them all out, but you've got various angles. So you've got one with the sort of, you know, the dog leg angle. You've got one with the sort of more of a gentle curve on there. You've got a blunt pair, which are actually great for photo etch, especially bending photo etch.
Oh, let's have a look at that blunt pair.
Ooh. It's proper unboxing. It's like unbox therapy,
Yes.
yeah?
Cheers.
Ooh, look. And they've got
Do
proper
you know what?
text.
Hey,
You want that
photo
too?
etch bending. Photo
Photo
etch
etch
bending.
bending, yeah.
Yeah, we also have the photo etch benders.
You have photo etch
Yeah.
benders. I've got them, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, very nice as well. But yeah, proper nice ones as well. And because these got a little, there's like hard rubber on these, so it's not going to damage anything grabbing it. But yeah, photo etch bending, no problem with that. You could do that. So again, we've got those ones.
Stick them in the care package.
Oh, is that the care package as well? And then we've also got these ones in it as well, which are like a long nose version, but again, they've got this sort of edge on it. So
Very nice.
very nice. Again, so really different with this stuff. It's just like the normal stuff. So if that's that, now I'm just working it out. So what's this one then? Yeah.
Got a curved rubber end.
Oh, yeah, got a curved end on it. It's like a proper hook. So yeah, so as you say, you can just very nice. But it's an entire flat edge. You can see it. It's flat all the way through. So when it grabs everywhere. So that's the difference with those ones to, I suppose, normal tweezers. So yeah, very nice indeed. So no matter where you've got it in here, it's going to hold it in position. And probably less ping off effect, I would have thought. Because say it's like a rock hard rubber they're made of. So Very nice.
Is there no flex in it whatsoever then?
I don't want to try it. There's a little bit of flex, but imagine rock hard rubber. That's what this stuff is.
Yeah.
So it's a nice softer bite than it is the metal, and obviously it's not just pinching on the tips; it's pinching all the way around with these.
Right.
So
yeah,
very, very interesting.
Cool.
It's one of those things where
Hello.
the chances are you don't realise how good that is until you've got it. You know.
Don't say
I
that.
say, I hope you've got a lot of them in stock, Green, because you're not going to have by end of tomorrow.
Today, yeah, that's it. They're suddenly all going to sell out of those ones.
When this goes
All
out.
right.
Yeah, first the website has to work.
Yeah, the website's playing up at the moment. It's all right. We're working on it. The other one is an airbrush rack. So they call it a rack because obviously I think this holds 4. Oh god, it's going to be some assembly required.
Oh.
But as you can see, it's all the various ones down in here, so you can make it custom to yourself. But I think this is going to be it's going to be some assembly. I will do it off camera, clearly. But yeah, some assembly required for all of these. So, but again, like all of their stuff, it's really nice, high quality.
Okay, this is plastic.
This is plastic.
We prefer
we prefer it to be the metal, but it costs a fortune in metal.
Yeah.
But yeah, very nice. But also plastic's a little bit more forgiving for an airbrush, so you don't gouge them up and scratch them. So, but yeah, have to put that one together.
And the colour.
And
like
the colour. Yeah, usual sort of colour that they do. So yes.
A little bit brighter than that one.
Yes, very much. So cool. There you go. Little bit of a quick on-the-spot review. Thank you for bringing all of this again. Now we know why. Now we know why your case was as heavy when you were bringing this in.
That was this one.
This is this. But yeah, this thing is 2 kilos in weight. I can't get over how heavy that is. You know,
it needs to be
made
stable.
Yeah.
That thing's, you can tell me, even if it's 5 kilograms, just send it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, the trouble, the cost of this posting it. So yeah, it's really, really nice stuff, high quality stuff, which is what we like on this one.
Yep.
So yes, good stuff. Right, what else we got to talk about?
Paint.
Paint.
We've got to talk about paint, haven't we? It's
always got to talk about
or
paint.
lack of, or more of, whichever way you want to look at it. As one paint disappears, some more takes its place.
Absolutely. So the big trouble we've had with paint at the moment, and obviously there's a lot of rumours going around at the moment about AK Real Colours version 2. What is it? Is it newfangled stuff? Is it new bottling? What is it? And the thing is, I'll be honest with you, there's no definitive answer, because I've spoken to the main man himself and got a vague answer, which I don't know if he watches this, but I asked him some very direct questions, and like a proper politician, he dodged everyone. But what I'm thinking and what I'm reading between the lines, and you can't hold me to this because this is just my thoughts, my meandering thoughts of a madman, is that paint is not going to be any different. It's going to be the same paint, but it's going to come in a dropper bottle. The trouble you've got
to back you up with this? Have I got to back you up with it? So, you know, I'm not.
Yes, everybody, we all agree. Yeah. So the thing is that the big thing is, I think they're moving away from the glass bottles, the glass 10ml bottles that they do, and I think they're moving over to the sort of 3rd gen type bottles, which is, you know, obviously a different way of doing it and all the rest of it. The biggest problem we've got is that we've got, as a store with PM Models, and I know a lot of you home, maybe paint racks designed for it. So you've gone out and you bought them, and now they're changing them over to a lot smaller bottle, which in some ways is great because you can get a lot more on your shelf. They're taller, they're obviously a lot lighter, so from a postage cost and things like that, they're not going to cost as much to send. You can drop them and they don't break, which is obviously another bonus from a stronger point and all the rest of it. So I can understand why they may be switching over to these, but say the problem is if you've got a paint rack full of them, like a model shop's got, that means they've got to change it all for the new type.
Yeah.
Which isn't cheap.
It's not ideal, let's be honest, is it?
It's not an ideal situation to be in.
Because we obviously buy a custom rack to fit the glass jars in. Now we've got a way around that, thankfully, and we can reutilise it for something else, which will come to light in the future. But yeah, it's basically our new paint rack. I think we're going to have to purchase at some point to obviously restock it. Sorry if I keep looking out. I'm waiting for my post pickup, and I'm going to have to listen to it. So.
I know.
Anyway, but for the time being, just to get back on point, is we've taken our real colour down at the minute. We have got some left. We're going to do a stock take because we're all running to the bare bones, and over the years that we've had it, it's probably not correct, as in the amounts that we've got on the rack. So we want to do a complete stock take, make sure we've got the right numbers in, and then obviously we'll put it back up probably end of the week when we know what the proper numbers are. So when you are actually purchasing, we've got it in stock.
Yeah.
Because we are not getting any more now. That is it. We had an order in that came last week with a few odds and ends of real colour back in, but from now on we will not, as a firm or company, be restocking real colour until the new one's out.
Yes. So I know everyone's next question is going to be when that will be, and I have been told it's going to be in March. So when in March? Are we talking beginning of March, mid-March, late March? We don't know. And then obviously there will be a significant delay between us ordering and getting it here, because obviously it's got to come from España.
Yes.
It has. So I know a lot of people have been panic buying. I would buy now. No. But yeah, so it's one of those things where it's, I know a lot of people have been messaging me, especially the members, and they've been asking me a lot over the weekend as well. It's like, what would you do? So like I've said, is that as far as I'm aware, the paint isn't going to change. So it's not going to suddenly become rubbish, because let's face it, they're not going to do that because they're not going to sell any. I think it's literally going to be different bottles at the end of the day. They're all going to turn up like this, and I know what people are going to say, you can't mix it properly, you can't do everything, but I do have to say, where are they? Hitaka's been doing them in them, and the Hitaka's come with a agitator. So with any luck, they're going to come with an agitator as well, and that will get around the problem of mixing them. And to be honest, the other question is, people have said to me, if I can't get real colour, what I would get, I'd get Hitaka. Because they are almost identical.
There you go. So, and we've got good stocks of Hitaka at the minute.
And we've got good stocks of Hitaka. Yes.
We've got an order coming in with some more Hitaka on probably tomorrow. So all the sets and stuff, because we're selling the little sets that Phil was showing last week and been using. They've been going really well. I think they're taking off. So we've got another restock of them. But also as well, I've been informed by the company that we get them from that they're doing a stock order with Hitaka as well. So hopefully some of the blanks that we've got in the next hopefully month or so will be filled in, and we'll be back up to speed with proper Hitaka stock levels as well. So that's one thing. The other thing as well is our SMS range is growing by the
rapidly.
Week. Different things in. There's a order coming in tomorrow, so we're going to have some more colours in again, which will be added to the site. So if you want to check at some point back end of the week, hopefully they'll be back up tomorrow, but we'll see. We've also got the primers in the primer, we've got the thinners, we've got some SMS extra thin glue that they do, and also the metallic range is growing. That's going to be added to as well. What you see now will not be the same probably tomorrow or Thursday, because that's again something that we're just growing it steadily. We're trying to pick the best colours because it's a massive range, and instead of like just one forking out for the full paint rack, it's just nice we can pick and choose what we want and then just build it up over the next sort of few months, to be honest, till we've got it all in.
Yeah.
So there's the thinner, the lacquer thinner, and the clear coats is coming as well. Actually, as well, we're going to get the SMS clear coats. So
right, very nice.
Yeah, still a bit of a shortage on leveling thinners and just generally Mr. Hobby stuff. We have got rapid thinners back in, but as for the rest of it, still no sign of it or a date of when we're actually going to get sort of the rest of the Mr. Hobby stuff back in, as in the metallics, the buffer balls, the primers, and the usual stuff that we sell.
Yeah.
So there is alternatives out there. Obviously, as you've seen on the special offers, we have got the Tamiya retarder thinner for sale still. That's been good pretty well. Rapid thinner, like I say, is back in. There is alternatives, like I said. SMS primers, we've got the white and the grey in, the black we're out of stock of, but AK primers are back in as well, the microfiller ones. So the black, white and the grey, they're back in. And also the AK thinners, our favouriteest thinner. Where is it, Phil? Show them. because I ain't got one here.
I've got one here.
The Gen3 Thinner is back in.
Yeah.
So
which, again, we speak about this one a lot. It's a really, again, it's one of those ones is that people say, well, what's different about it? I don't know. But it just really works very, very well. So it works incredibly well. So, again, it's one of those ones where it doesn't matter if you're using it with any type of acrylics. You can use it with anybody's. But there's just something in it, unicorn juice or something, that just makes this stuff work really well. And I do like it. So I've been tending to use that over my usual run-to ones of sort of, you know, they, you know, your X20As and things like that. But no, it's very, very nice indeed.
Good stuff.
So, yes,
good
job. The other thing as well, if the Bravaco website isn't working by any means, you can actually get hold of Kareem direct and place an order that way by just sending an email to display@bravaco modeling.nl. All right, so you can just send them an email and go through. Hopefully we will get this worked through and sorted out. But at the moment, unfortunately, we get the dreaded...
You get the same.
Working.
Yeah,
Oh, look, I tried this a minute ago and it wasn't working, and now it's working.
Yeah, I think
so yes, IT department in the background is actually fixing this as we're going. So yes,
that's it.
But so yes, it's all
Cool.
up and working again now. So hopefully it'll still be working. But I know it's 105 quid, and so people are going to wince at that. But as we said, with a lot of this stuff, you're buying once and that is it. You're never going to be buying it again. You know, it's a one and done. It will last you a lifetime, and it is fantastically good. Although it says you're out of stock. Unfortunately,
yeah, because I've just bought them all.
Yeah, that's it. That might change soon anyway. So
we had one. And
oh right, is that it? I've got the one. Yeah, that's it.
We had one, and I've got it.
So there we go. Just about it for this week. Big thank you for Kareem for being here this week. There's a lot going on in the background. We're working very hard at the moment. We've got some big newses and announcements coming soon. We will be back with you tomorrow, where you've got special announcements for a few members.
Yeah.
Over a little project Kareem was working with some of the members with over the last couple of months. So we got that to show you, and a few other bits and pieces as well. We've got the show back with you on Thursday night, so we'll all be back on here as well, where an announcement will be made. And then we've got the normal one on Friday for the Crack Up show, which everyone else will hear about everything as well.
Yep.
So yes, good job. So yes, we don't forget you get all usual bits and pieces over at the pmmodelsuk.com store, or you can pop over to bravacomodeling.nl. .nl. Or if you want to get there via the back door, you can just go flooringmodels.eu, and that gets you in there as well, as we've just found out. So yes, it's all up and working. So yes, lots of incredible, exciting things to come. We're going to crack on with some work. I'm going to get some decals obviously onto these models, and then we get on some weathering on with those ones. And yeah, we will leave it about there. So happy modelling, everybody. We'll see you all again soon. Say goodbye, Matt. Kareem, right up here.
Bye-bye. Bye.